So we're back talking about the Tampa Bay real estate market, and I'm here with J.C. Gatlin from Inland Homes and Aaron Davis from Hillsborough Title. And you know, one of the focuses of the show over the last few weeks has been just kind of differentiating between different buying opportunities. You know, we had Jason Avery with HIS Construction on last week with Nate from Plant City Mortgages talking about the FHA 203K product and how people can buy a home and make it like new. You know, they can build it and replace a lot of stuff, but some buyers still prefer new construction. They don't.
It's a lot of headache.
Yeah.
Go in and remodel.
Yeah,
a lot of headache.
They don't want to deal with it. You know, they want to deal with the move right in and you know. So JC, what are, you know, outside of just the headaches, what are some of the unique advantages to buying new construction right now?
Oh yeah, I love that question because, you know, people ask, well, you know, why should I buy new when I can go get this foreclosed house or this other house? But why would you want a used house? I mean, you don't know what have they been doing in the kitchen, in the bathroom? Somebody's been sleeping in that bedroom, and you know, there's a whole history in that house before you move in,
yep.
And you don't know what it is. But a new house, you're making your own history.
Well, and I think that certainly ties into, you know, the other value proposition. I think is more of a financial one. I think people see and hear foreclosure and short sale, and they think deal of the century, and they think, you know, they're stealing this great opportunity. That's really not always the case. I can't tell you how many clients over the last couple of years have bought foreclosures and short sales that we're friends with that will come back to us and say, you know, I've spent a fortune fixing other people's problems.
Yeah, we hear so many horror stories. A lot of the big horror stories are actually working with the banks and working or with the sellers.
Right.
Because a lot of times they don't really want to give up their home. They're in a bad situation, and they're dragging it out. And we've heard so many stories where it goes on for months, if not a couple of years. Yeah,
and again, I think each opportunity is for a unique client that has their own perspective, but you know, new construction, especially because one, you're going to get a warranty, you're going to get a commitment, you're going to get less risk, you're going to get a more efficient home, but you're also not going to have to fix someone else's problems. You know, and that's I think one thing, and that's not to say that there aren't investors and experienced home buyers that can't buy a foreclosure and short sale, make it a great deal for themselves. I'm not saying that. What I am saying though is, you know, I'm hard pressed to really recommend a first-time home buyer buying a foreclosure that needs $25,000 in renovations.
Right. Yeah, and people are living in their homes a lot longer. I think a few years ago, people were looking at, well, I'm going to be in this home for 2 years, flip it, and go make some money and move into a new home. But I think now they're looking at a home, and I'm going to be in here for 10 years. I'm going to raise my kids. So they want that opportunity to go personalize it and make it their home and a place that's going to work for them for the next 10 years.
You know, and you bring up, that's a great point because, you know, that's one of the things we hear about is the difference in price, the average price. And we see this in Tampa and we see it nationally, the average home sale price being different and higher in new construction. But it's because you're buying something that's generally going to be more upgraded than an older home. Okay, it's going to be more energy efficient. It's, you know, so wouldn't you say those are probably the main reasons why a new construction home may be slightly higher in price?
Absolutely, and it's up to code too.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about someone's bad improvements or, you know, hack job, you know, additions, and, you know, you got the AC, you know, I had one a couple weeks ago call, and they put a window unit in the garage, and they put some temporary carpet down, and they wanted to know if we could add that to the heated and cooled square footage of the home. I don't think that's going to do the job. So, so again, you certainly have a lot of buyers that prefer new construction. There's a lot of opportunities in new construction right now, and JC, you know, a little later segment in the show, we'll talk about some of the things you guys are doing uniquely, but also about, you know, energy efficiency and you know, that's a thing I think a lot of people fail to understand about new construction is how efficient the home can be and how much money they're going to save. They look at the sticker and the price tag, but they don't sometimes look at the concessions, the closing cost benefits that they get, sure. the you know, and then of course the utility savings over a long period of time. So. So again, you're listening to Duncan do a real estate show. We've got some wild deeds stories from the wild, wild west here. We're going to talk to Aaron about it looks like a little bit of scamming going on where people are going out and filing deeds on homes that they don't have the right to own. We're going to talk about that as well as some other tidbits of the market and some new construction topics after Hal Leon tells us a little bit about the news today.